Pranam, Namaste. Can I ask everybody to take a seat? We will be starting the ceremony shortly. We will have the opportunity to say as we wish to Ashish and everybody. So please everyone take a seat. Ashish bhai. We will all have enough time to give our respects to Ashish and say our final goodbyes to Sonal. So please, everyone, have a seat.
धियो यो पूज्य family, पूज्य परिवार અને મિત્રો, chère famille, chers amis, dear family, dear friends, we are gathered here to pay respect and to honor a wonderful and special woman, Sonal Shah, and support her beautiful family. Like a shooting star, when you met Sonal, you couldn't help but be mesmerized by her sparkle. But like a shooting star, she has left us all too quickly, wanting more. She has touched the heart of every person here today. Such was her nature. Her joy and love have had no boundaries of age and community. We therefore naturally need to pay our own tributes to her. Sonal was and will always remain an elegant, graceful, and strong soul. A loving and proud mother, a dream wife, a great daughter, an enthusiastic sister, and a friend who was always ready to have fun. Let us take her example as a lesson to live by, to embrace each other with the purest of hearts, and to celebrate her joie de vivre. Om Namo Ryangtanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Aryanam, Namo Vijayanam, Namo Loy Savasaunam.
Govinda Gopala Hari Narayana, Govinda Gopala Hari Narayana, Shyam Managana, Shyam Manamega, Shyam Manarade, Shyam Mana, Shyam Managana, Shyam Manamega, Shyam Manarade, Shyam Mana, Shyam Managana, Shyam Manamega, Shyam Manarade, Shyam Mana, Hari 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 Mana Tumi Govinda Mana Tumi Gopala Mana Hari Narayana Hari Mana Tumi Govinda Mana Tumi Gopala Mana Hari Narayana Ram Mana Raja Ram Mana Sita Ram Mana Atma Ram Mana Ram Mana Raja Ram Mana Sita Ram Mana Atma Ram Mana Ram Mana Raja Ram Mana Sita Ram Mana Atma Ram Mana Hari 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 Mana Tumi Govinda Mana Tumi Gopala Mana Hari Narayana Hari Mana Tumi Govinda गोपाल मना हरि नारायण ईश मना जगदीश मना सर्वेश मना परमेश मना ईश मना जगदीश मना सर्वेश मना परमेश मना हरि 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 मना तुम्ही गोविंद मना तुम्ही गोपाल मना हरि नारायण हरि मना तुम्ही गोविंद मना तुम्ही गोपाल मना हरि नारायण 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 हरि 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 हरि
ભક્તિ કરતા છૂટે મારા પ્રાણ પ્રભુ એવું માંગુ છું રહે હૃદય કમલમાં તારું ધ્યાન પ્રભુ એવું માંગુ છું ભક્તિ કરતા છૂટે મારા પ્રાણ પ્રભુ એવું માંગુ છું તારું મુખડું મનોહર જોયા કરું તારું મુખડું મનોહર જોયા કરું રાત દિવસ ગુણો તારા ગાયા કરું રાત દિવસ ગુણો તારા ગાયા કરું અંત સમયે રહે તારું ધ્યાન પ્રભુ એવું માંગુ છું ભક્તિ કરતા છૂટે મારા પ્રાણ પ્રભુ એવું માંગુ છું મારી આશા નિરાશા કરશો નહીં મારી આશા નિરાશા કરશો નહીં મારા અવગુણ હૈયામાં ધરશો નહીં મારા અવગુણ હૈયામાં ધરશો નહીં શ્વાસે શ્વાસે રતું તારું નામ પ્રભુ એવું માંગુ છું ભક્તિ કરતા છૂટે મારા પ્રાણ પ્રભુ એવું માંગુ છું મારા પાપને તાપ સમાવી લેજો મારા પાપને તાપ સમાવી લેજો સાથે ભક્તને ચરણોમાં રાખી લેજો આવી દેજો ને દર્શનના દાન પ્રભુ એવું માંગુ છું ભક્તિ કરતા છૂટે મારા પ્રાણ પ્રભુ એવું માંગુ છું સમય મારો સાધજે વાલા કરું હું તો કાલાવાલા સમય મારો સાધજે વાલા કરું હું તો કાલાવાલા અંત સમય મારો આવશે જ્યારે નહીં રહે દેનું રહે દેહનું ભાન એવે સમય મુખે તુલસી દેજો દેજો યમુના પાન પાન દેજો યમુના પાન સમય મારો સાથ જેવાલા કરું હું તો કાલાવાલા જીબલડી મારી પરવશ બનશે જો હારી બેસું હામ હારી બેસું હામ એવી સમય મારી વારે ચડીને રાખજે તારું નામ રાખજે તારું નામ સમય મારો સાધ જેવાલા કરું હું તો કાલાવાલા કંથરું ઢાંસે ને નાડીઓ તૂટશે તૂટશે જીવન દોર દોર તૂટશે જીવન દોર એવે સમય મારા બેલાજી કરજો બંશરી શોર શોર કરજો બંશરી શોર સમય મારો સાધ જેવાલા કરું હું તો કાલાવાલા સમય મારો સાધ જેવાલા કરું હું તો કાલાવાલા ઓમ ભૂર્ભુવ સ્વઃ તત્સવિતુર્વરેણ્યં ભર્ગો દેવસ્ય ધીમહિ ધિયો યો નઃ પ્રચોદયાત ઓમ ભૂર્ભુવ સ્વઃ तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس صدق الله العظيم
พระองค์ทรงสร้างชีวิตและทุกสิ่งทุกอย่างในโลกนี้ขอขอบคุณพระองค์ที่ทรงให้เวลาในการใช้ชีวิตในโลกนี้กับนางโสนานขอให้พระองค์ทรงรับรู้ความเสียใจและความทุกข์ใจของเราในช่วงเวลานี้และให้พรให้นางโสนานสู่ที่สุคติขอความสงบความสุขในพิธีการในโลกนี้และในโลกข้างหน้าขอให้พระคุณท่านเปิดใจรับเข้ารู้ความบริสุทธิ์และความเมตตาของพระองค์ทำให้นางโสนันสวรรค์สัมผัสความสุขในอ้อมกอดของพระองค์ขอให้พระองค์ทรงให้ความเป็นสิริมงคลและสิ่งดีๆพร้อมกับความกรุณาให้กับครอบครัวและเพื่อนๆของให้เรามุ่งมั่นสู่ความเป็นที่ดีที่สุดของชีวิตเพื่อเกียรติและเพื่อเป็นเกียรติแก่นางโสนาน
Dear friends and family, as we are here today to remember and say our final goodbyes to Sonal, I have been given the privilege to share of words of comfort from the Bible. I'll be reading from the second letter to the Corinthians, chapter 4, verses 16 to 18. Therefore, we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles, we are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. These words of Scripture remind us that our physical existence is just a part of our journey. As we remember Sonal, let's find comfort in this shared understanding. My heart is with each of you in this moment of sorrow. May peace find you in this time of loss.
Namo Ringtanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Aryanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Savasaunam. Om Namo Ringtanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ringtanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Savasaunam. Om Namo Ringtanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Aryanam, Namo Vajayanam, Namo Loe Savasaunam. In Jainism, the Naukar mantra is the most auspicious prayer, and we start everything with it. The essence of Jainism is non-violence. be it by actions, words, or thoughts. The act of asking for forgiveness is a core value and is called kshamapna. I, on the behalf of everyone here, am asking Sonal for forgiveness and the reciprocate, liberating her soul from any worldly attachment. Kame mi savajiva, savajiva kamantu me, miti me savabhuyasu, viram majam nakinvi. Now I'll be finishing with the Shanti Pat so her soul can continue its journey in peace. Chattari Mangalam, Arihanta Mangalam, Siddha Mangalam, Sahu Mangalam, Kevali Panato Dhammo Mangalam, Chattari Logutama, Arihanta Logutama, Siddha Logutama, Sahu Logutama, Kevali Panato Dhammo Logutamo, Chattari Saranam Pavajami, Arihant Saranam Pavajami, Siddha Saranam Pavajami, Sahu Saranam Pavajami, Kevali Panatam Dhammam Saranam Pavajami. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Wow. Sonal, what can we say? She was a woman of elegance, great strength, and she knew how to live every moment of her life with joy, dancing, partying, organizing events at her home, in halls. That's how we remember Sonal. She would always have loved us to remember her like that. And today, we will remember her as such. She loved everyone, from little children to young teenagers to elderlies. She respected everybody. She adapted herself to all ages. She never hesitated to help whoever came in her path. I remember her being there in all my major events in life. She was always there to help me. She was my sister, my Garba buddy. Come on, Usha, let's do Garba. Come on, Usha, hinge. Come on, Usha, Dandia. My dearest friend. She was my best friend. And most of all, she was my backbone to all the Gujarati events we organized together. She came up with great ideas every year and encouraged me to organize them. I remember her telling me, let's do this, let's do that, let's do something different today. Anything different this year. She had many ideas. And she wanted many things to be done. She shared the workload and many hours of work together, but she never asked to take credit for it. So today, my dear friend, this day is for you, and we are here for you. We love you. Virtue Diva group with trips to Milan, Italy. In GGG group with trips to Interlaken, anywhere in Switzerland. Mastani group with sports day and Halloween parties. You will be loved and missed in countless other groups, which she was so partly actively involved. The next time any of us organize anything, we will always have a place for you. We will always remember you in our hearts, but you have touched our lives. We love you, and we will miss you, my dearest friend, Sonal. Om Shanti Om.
I would like us to sing together Dona Nobis Pacem, Give Us Peace. I will sing it and then I invite everyone who wants to sing together. Dona Nobis Pacem, Pacem. Dona Nobis 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 pacem, pacem. Dona nobis 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 pacem.
So here we are, the group Girls Are Girls, and we are missing you, Sonal and Sonali, who are in India, sitting with heavy heart, not being here with us today. Few words for our lovely Sonal from this gang. our Sonal, epitome of elegance, queen of grace, a heart of gold, and an ever-smiling face, a true artist and a beautiful human, both gentle and strong, a true definition of real woman. A couple like new lovebirds still smitten in love. A couple who led the trend. A couple with bundle of infectious energy. You set on fire each dance floor till the end. Where is your ever-smiling face? Where is that endless grace? Where are the promises we made of not letting the memories and fun fade? Our hearts are weeping, not being able to cover you from that stormy rain. Our hearts are bleeding, not being able to hold you when you were in pain. We will miss you, our dear friend. We will cherish you until our own end. Take care, our dearest Sonal.
If anyone here now would like to come and speak a few words, you're most welcome. Maybe one or two people. And I would kindly ask you to respect 2 minutes. Thank you very much.
Sonal was a special soul. She inspired us all. Her love for life and laughter you can see in the photographs. But most of all, her love for food. You can see it in front of you. And that's my memory of her, of going to different restaurants all the time she introduced me to in Geneva. But actually, when I was traveling around the world, I would always phone her and ask her for a recommendation before I left. And she always had something. So I just remember those food fun moments. Another thing she inspired me, you'll see in the photographs, the cakes. Her cakes were legendary. And I'm not a baker, but she inspired me to start baking. And I remember her for that. And I remember her for many other things. Her courage. She fought to the end. And she reached out to me because we'd been to the same journey. And I know I could have helped her more, but she was independent and courageous to the end. And that's what we should remember of her, her courage, her laughter, and always that to be with us, because that's her memory. And for the girls, I have a message for you. Your ancestors are in you. She's with you. She's in your eyes. She's in your hair. She's in your spine. She's in your legs. So she's always with you. And Ashish, your girls are your shadow and also your support. She'll be always with us in her spirit. And I thank her for being in my life. Om Shanti.
Would one more person like to come on stage?
I have very fond memories of Sonal. I was so fortunate to be part of Ashish and Sonal on their marriage in 1992 in Bombay. Those fond memories of Sonal being such a charming lady will be always with me in my mind, irrespective of she is not with us. But I want to convey to Ashish and the family, she is always with us, and her parents especially. Om Shanti.
If somebody else would like to talk.
I'm here having known Ashish the longest since 1979 when we were in high school in Calcutta. And I also am here for our two other very close friends who couldn't be here, Ashish and APC. And all I want to say is, Ashish, we're with you, and to your two daughters. And we'll be with you all the way.
I would like to invite Vedanti and Aishna.
Thank you all for being here today to honor the life of my beautiful and incredibly strong mother. My dear mother, my sweet, sweet mother. You are my love. The world is at a loss of words to describe their pain of no longer having you around. One of the first lessons my mother taught me was about the importance of sacrifice for greater good. This lesson was something she embodied in the way that she lived, with her whole life sacrificed for and dedicated to her family and those that she loved so deeply. I don't think my words can compare to how I feel, but I hope you know that I aspire to be as selfless and giving as you were, Mom. You were the mom who made cakes for all my friends, giving them a slice of heaven every time. You were the mom who, when I told you I liked to dress, would search 1,000 shops until you found the perfect one for me. You were the mom who, when I told you I was stressed, always managed to find the words to calm me down, to show me that I was not defined by my career or my grades, but by my passion and my values. You would always wait until the last moment to wake me up from my sleep to let me rest as much as possible. You did all of this with compassion, and it came from the heart. You expected absolutely nothing in return. You were the most beautiful person I had ever seen. Yet you never let compliments about your looks matter. You told me it's only what's inside that matters, no matter how beautiful you are on the outside. It is an honor to be loved by a woman with the unique capacity to give love as profoundly as my mother did. Even all of the love in this room doesn't compare to the love that she gave us, because no one was capable of loving as deeply as she did. She always put everyone else before herself, making her the best mother, wife, sister, daughter, friend. But I cannot speak about my mother, who she was, how she loved, and how she lived, without speaking about my father. My parents' marriage was filled with such strong love and peace that it infused our whole household. I grew up warmly sheltered by their shared, overflowing love. They made such a peaceful and beautiful pair, with a bond so pure that every room that they entered together was made more serene and joyous by their joint presence. They were the life of the parties they went to, and even won best couple at one of them. Their engagement happened at the Matterhorn around 30 years ago. Perhaps the only disagreement they ever had was about where they got engaged. One insists it was in the funicular, the other insists it was on the bench. Their support for one another was so unwavering that as my father completed his PhD, he verbalized his thesis while she typed it. In German. She didn't even speak German. That was their love, though. Hard work for one another. Gratefulness for one another, with no complaints, as they did everything they could to take care of each other, and to take care of us, and to protect us. Mom, you're selfless. You're strong. You're a warrior.
Many of you here knew my mother as a kind and selfless woman. I know her passing may have come as a shock to many, as you were not aware of her illness. I want you to understand that her decision to keep this information private came out of her inherent kindness and selflessness. She didn't want to burden those she cared for with worry for her wellness, to feel pain, and to know the stress of her suffering. I want you to know that she thought of each of you and was excited to see you. And I hope you understand her decision for privacy, as she fought a very hard battle. My mother is not defined by how she passed, but by how she lived. She was a mother in the truest sense of the word. Not only to Eshna and I, but to her brothers as well. She raised us to be strong, independent women, qualities she embodied so effortlessly in a way I hope to adopt myself one day. She was a bubbly, happy, and peaceful woman who loved food, family, and travel. We traveled so much as a family to various places all over the world. Her favorite holiday was our trip to Myanmar. She loved the country, the food. It was a place she felt very in touch with, and she loved its beauty, peace, and that we were there as a family. The things she loved the most about Myanmar are the things we think of when we see her. Beauty, peace, family. My mother was passionate about cooking. Everyone knows that. And something I will always miss very, very much is the special taste of her food. There were so many dishes she perfected that I couldn't pick one. She cooked Ethiopian food that we had all the time, her cakes, her tiramisus, her comforting Indian food. My father often says he wouldn't be who he is without her, and nor would Aishna and I. Her influence on our family is so strong, and we hope to carry pieces of her as we try to move forward with our lives. As we reflect upon the life she led, we can all take some comfort in knowing she had love and peace surrounding her until the end. I know that I will always feel her essence and her love, and always hear the sound of her laughter with me throughout life. I feel grateful and blessed to know and feel her love. I love you, Mom.
I have been listening to so many talks, and I have noticed the great suffering and lamentation in many of your hearts. But at this time, normally, we take solace from the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. Hindus have a vast array of scriptures, but among all the scriptures which are dealing with transmigration, the Gita puts it in a very simple way and in a way which is useful for us at such times. So I shall discuss those things. You see, the Gita is a part, as you know, of the Mahabharata story. And there's a fratricidal war between cousins. And it was a great war in the context of those times, because almost all the great kings, major kings of India were involved in this war. So in those times, it was a great war. And the story goes like this, that when you're on the side, the virtuous side, Krishna was the charioteer, and Arjun was sitting in the chariot. He asked him that, please move the chariot in between the two armies so that I can have a look at it. And when it was done, he was extremely perplexed. And he understood that he had to, you see, kill his venerable gurus and dear your cousins. And he said that it is better to beg your food than to enjoy the kingdom which is smeared with blood. And saying this, he said, I shall not fight, and became silent. And this is the context when the Gita's teachings begin. You see, he says, Krishna says, that you are talking words of wisdom, At the same time, you are lamenting. But the sages never lament, neither for the persons who are alive, nor for who are dead. You see, the wise people do not do it. And he began to say that it is not that, see, you, I, and all these kings around, they were not there in the past. They were in the past, they will be in the future, see, because the soul cannot be killed. The body is gone, body may be finished, but the soul is imperishable. And gives an analogy that in this life you pass through different stages, childhood, adulthood, and then advanced stage. And so finally there is another stage called obtaining another body. So this is another stage. So you should not be deluded by it. It is normal, these stages. And then it says that this suffering and pleasure, these feelings of heat and cold, all this is due to the contact between the senses and the objects of sense. If you can resist these feelings, then you become fit for immortality, because your soul will become immortal ultimately if you can resist this. So, you see, they come and go, so you should put up with them. And then it goes to another level, the teachings. It is saying that there are two things in this universe. One is Sat and there is Asat. Sat means which is really real and eternally. It is existing and real. Another thing is that it is not like this, that is Asat. So the Sat will never vanish, and the Asat will pass away. You see. So these things, you see. So it says again that gross things, they vanish. But the more subtle, it is enduring. So the subtlest of the thing, there is a subtlest of the thing which is pervading the whole universe. Nobody can perish it. So the individual soul, it is also impregnated with that substance. So it is imperishable that way also. Now, therefore, he said that engage yourself in the battle, this is your duty. Then he gives another analogy that we use worn out, we throw them and put on new clothes. Similarly, the soul rejects worn out bodies and takes new bodies. You see. This is the analogy. Then it is also saying that before birth, the person was unmanifested. After death, it is again unmanifest. In between, it is manifest. So, you think, you see, it is, you give importance to this middle part, and that is an illusion. Whatever has a beginning will have an end. This is the universal rule. So what is this substance which is enduring, you see? It is existing, but it is saying, Nayang Bhutva Bhavita. It is not something which is born and then exists. It is eternally existing and it is without birth. Oju Nitya Shashvatuyam Purana. It is eternal. It is never born. It is existing always. So this is the message. I say you should take consolation in this message. It is not only just your rhetoric, you see. And you may think about that why Hindus only think of transmigration. It is not like that, you see. In the middle of the 6th century only, Christians began to believe in that one life only. Because the Justinian Council, it passed a resolution. But recently, because of the new experiments, you see, on people who are called by Hindus as Jatismaras, that means persons who naturally remember their past lives, it is coming to life, you see. So it is being accepted by many, many people. Even the Buddhists, especially the southern Buddhists, who used to deny these things, you see. But this great Bhikkhu Analaya, he is saying that he has found out from different ancient Buddhist scriptures which are not available in Pali even, which are available in Tibetan and Chinese languages. He has said that it is not in the Buddhist teachings that the soul does not come back. So this, that means let us take courage in this. This is a valuable thing. And instead of, to control our lamentation and grief, this enduring soul, this should be the message. Thank you all. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Thank you, Swamiji, for gracing us with your enlightened knowledge. I'm going to ask now whoever would like to come and say their goodbye to Sonal and give condolences to the family to come, then regain their seat, and we will start from the last row, going from the left. Thank you. Afterwards, please come back to your seat. Thank you very much.
those who have paid their respects, can you please take a seat? We will shortly begin our final ceremony. So, those who have not yet given their respects, you can continue giving the respect. Everybody's sitting, standing out, and nobody knows who is who.
The family is now going to perform a ceremony called Vidhi, preparing Sonal to her journey to moksha, that is heaven. Dear friends, this ceremony has come to its end. I will request you to please proceed to the exit. There is a condolence book. There is also an email on which you can write. Namaste, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Janendra. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.